So let's go through the color wheel and talk about different colors and what they mean. So yellow is a very sunny color. It makes you very happy, but you can't take bright yellows for long periods of time. You become fatigued. So use it in small amounts, or you might want to use it in a lighter value. And if you move to orange, oranges are more outdoorsy, they give us the idea of flame and hearth and things like that. They're not thought of as high-end colors often, unless they're kind of grayed off or a lighter tone. So they look more like peach or a terracotta. But in their pure essence, they're more of an outdoorsy color. And we move into red, of course, which is excitement, but we also think of it as sexy. We think of it as love. It's the #1 color at Valentine's time. It's also a color that's very high energy. And you can take little bits of it, but if you actually put somebody in a room with solid red everywhere for a long period of time, their heart rate and their respiration rates go up. It can excite you, but small amounts of it won't do that. Just a flash of it won't do that for you. Then we come to purple. It's a big love you, hate you kind of color. Either love it or hate it. There's nothing ambiguous about purple. It's become more universal. It used to be more feminine, but when they started putting purple on trucks, it crossed the line. So purple's actually a very popular color. It often says you're artistic, and it can be very floral in sense, but you can make it bold and make it more masculine if you want to. There are a lot of sides to purple. And of course, I talked about blue already. And green is another one that you either love or hate. Not everyone loves green necessarily. It's enjoying a big revival right now, of course. We have so many varieties of green, and the whole idea of green as a verb, a noun, and an adjective is something we can't deny. But more people like, at this point in time, yellow greens that have a yellow side. But then we move into lime, and that's definitely a love me, hate me color. People are not ambiguous about it. They say they like it or they hate it. And it's very citrusy and sweet and clean, but bright colors like that, you've got to tone them down a little bit. They can get on your nerves after a while as they approach and get closer to yellow. So we use all these particular things that we've learned about color to create moods for rooms using certain colors. But we also use them as a tool in commercial senses. What do we want to say about our product or our company or something like that using color? Well, you have to go back to the basics of what that color says. Now, one of the things we've got to have a problem with is that sometimes the definitions change. Black in the old days used to be thought as very utilitarian, funereal, and you get a car in any color as long as it was black. Telephones were all black. It was not thought of as a particularly interesting color, but it's changed its whole definition, and now it's sophisticated. And of course, it's the uniform for America, especially in the business world. And so it's changed its stripes. It's no longer thought of as utilitarian. And so those are the things we have to watch for, and what I have to keep track of as a color designer is what's that color saying today, and what new icon has come up. In other words, what company has created an icon of a color? You know, IBM blue, Coca-Cola red, things like that. Those become visual icons for us. So we use those cues to say a story without words.